Okay, good evening, my mermaid medicine reading folks. This is your 5 card reading for probably this week. We are post the 11/11 portal. It's been a time of super intense energies, and we got some beautiful cards to support us through this time. And um, so yeah, I asked you guys as part of the game, of course, to pick numbers between 1 and 5. So the sequence starts with Joan of Arc, so she's number 1. Hope is number 2. Lady Nada is number 3. Lord Shiva is 4. And the Divine Director is number 5. So, I would say the theme here is around really opening to love and love over fear, transcending fear, and really coming into your happiness and your joy. This is not the time to be wallowing in any sort of, fear and all of that angst. Because there's a lot of support for your heart, um, for those of you who are messengers, for those of you who are healers. We're supposed to be dancing. We've got Shiva here. Lord Shiva is all about dance. So it's dancing with these changes, um, because this has all been orchestrated. Um, so we've got a lot of stuff going on, obviously, in the political arena. And I think we could just take this to all different kinds of levels, but I really want you to take it to the level of your own personal truth and your soul journey. I think these ascended masters also speak to the collective energies, and at the same time, um, the fact that we're starting with Joan of Arc and her card, it's so beautiful. I'm sorry, it's a little bit blurry in this photo, but her card is called Voice of Truth. And it says, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. And she's got her armor on, she's holding her sword, she's got a halo around her head, and the fleur de lis, symbol of, it's a French symbol. And I believe it was a Knights Templar, or it might have been related to Knights Templar. Some of you might be able to comment on that symbolism, but she has this feminine face, but it's so fierce. So for those of you who picked number 1, your guide is Joan of Arc, or one of your guides this week. And again, it's a collective energy, and at the same time, this is for you personally, that she is overseeing your situation as you're getting ready to come out, either with the truth about who you are, with something you have to say. She was burned at the stake for, being a heretic, for speaking as a channel of God. So she basically went to battle because of what God told her, and she helped bring the French to victory. Let me read. I will actually read some of this since I don't have her whole life story memorized. So Joan of Arc was a medieval French peasant girl who was reported to have been visited by Archangel Michael and other saints, who gave her information on how she could help Charles VII save France from English domination. She was only a teenager when she went into battle for her country and won a huge victory. She was, however, later captured and burned at the stake. These days, she is a supremely loving guide to all those who want to stand up against the odds. She also helps many light workers overcome their fear of persecution. The extended message is: you are being encouraged to stand strong. You may feel unrecognized and misunderstood, but that doesn't mean you have to give up on the mission you feel called to fulfill. You must follow the will of your soul and exercise your leadership spirit by speaking your truth. You may feel as if you're on a battlefield, but this conflict will come to an end as soon as you stop defending yourself. You are not here to prove yourself to others. Instead, approve of yourself. Know that your angels are on your side and that heaven is thanking you for being the honest soul you are. So, obviously, all 5 cards are for all of us in this group. But for those of you that had chosen number 1 as a specific emphasis, that is your message. Be with that purity of spirit and with the divine coming through you and speaking. Allow the divine to speak through you. Let the divine drive your will, because your will is very strong right now, in spite of your fears. And you really are ready to come out with the truth, to be authentic, to speak up about something. So again, it's not necessarily about being in a defensive mode, and maybe I wouldn't even call it an offensive mode. What's that neutral place of the truth, right? Because the truth really doesn't need to be proven in a sense, especially if it's your personal truth. And let's see if anything else channels for Joan of Arc. Choose your battles wisely, because we don't have all the time and the energy in the world to take on every battle. So this has got to be something that you know to be true, and it's something that is non-negotiable for you. It's a game changer. It's that burning desire. She's got that thin halo, that thin burning halo around her. And I also love the message about laying aside your fear of being persecuted. So when you have Joan of Arc with you, you also have Archangel Michael and his band of mercy, his company of angels. And these are soldier angels, these are guardians, these are warrior angels. So you are protected. And anything else? The lilies, that pure essence, and that they're so open. So be open to spirit, be open to other people. Overall, this reading has a lot of love energy, and openness to love. Okay, so I'm going to move on to card number 2, and she is a beautiful, beautiful Archaea. The Archaea is the female twin flame of the archangels. So this Archaea's name is Hope, and she travels with, it's hope, faith, and charity. It's like a trio of angels. So these are female archangels who, and this Hope in particular, her card is love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. So this is card number 2. So if you picked card number 2, there's a special emphasis for you here. And I love this color, the yellows, the oranges, and the red, the gold. Hope is the Archaea twin for Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel. He came to tell Mary that she was going to have the child Jesus. Gabriel announces all kinds of things in the Bible, but I think this has to do with awakening love within you, in the sense that you're not looking for it outside, but rather, that's not the right way to say it. It's like it's outside of you and inside of you, but it's almost like you're not saying, I need love. It's like you just know the love is there. So I think the message that I'm feeling from Hope is, especially if you have a question about love or self-love, that it's there. The love is there. You don't need to spend time worrying about it, right? And I kind of feel like she has some connection to Lakshmi, maybe because of all the gold, but also because of these lovely kind of lotus-looking flowers that she has. That she has her hands are transmuting this lotus energy. So it's golden opportunity. So love is a golden opportunity. The more you can love, the more gold you're creating, especially in your heart. Um, so that the more you have to give. And it's also a really, I mean, people who are filled with love, that are loving people, they tend to get, a lot of support because they're not grasping for it. They're not begging for it. They just know it's there and they have plenty to give. So I'm going to read the message in the book. Okay. So, Hope is an angel who is dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. She is all about helping us see the light beyond whatever darkness we are in. Traveling as part of a holy trinity as faith, hope, and charity, she helps us recognize that hope isn't about wishing for something good to happen or help to arrive, but trusting that support is already present. Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel. She has a gentle presence, but she is absolutely glorious. She sings sweet harmonies to us, and these songs are the waves of love washing away anything that stands between us and self-love and acceptance. Angels are gathering around you in celebration that you are finally willing to see how loving and lovable you are. Hope is here with her legion of love angels, guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. It seems that you are really moving beyond the limitations that you once had in this department, but know that whenever you do question your worth, you can call on Hope to shine her golden light upon you. Your angels want you to know that they love and cherish you, and they're grateful that you're giving yourself the same support. So, yeah, what I heard her saying was love is a golden opportunity. The more opportunities you can find to spread love, the more gold you're producing. And it's like this golden nectar in your heart that's like it can be squeezed out of this lotus. And, maybe it's called Amrita or something. But um, yeah, it's very gentle, but yet, one drop of that gold can transform all the people around you. And maybe in the next town, it's like this golden essence of love. So, card number 3 is Lady Nada. Um, so, if you chose card number 3, this is definitely about connecting with the heart, connecting with love, and she's the mother and the lover. I feel like there's a strong mother energy, but there's also a strong lover energy with her. And her card says Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. It's beautiful with these roses all around her and then the rose coming out of her heart. Um, so there's this Mother Mary aspect to her. There's a Mary Magdalene aspect. There's an Aphrodite feeling too that I get when I'm in Lady Nada's presence. And it's all the colors are very soft. It's like gold and pinks and more like dusky reds. Nothing blaring, um, nothing harsh or aggressive about her energy. So she's saying be gentle with yourself right now. Her message is not unlike Hope's. I feel like she's speaking specifically to people who may be hurting in love relationships or a separation from a loved one, which could be a lover or just any loved one, or a beloved pet. She's here to bring you comfort, so that's what you can call on her for. Um, she's very much a wise woman. Yeah, very motherly, but she comes as the lover too. So, the lover within you, expressing that energy and not feeling shame around that. Okay, so I'm going to read the book. Okay, Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene, but even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. The light keeper whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, real, naked, and vulnerable aspect of our soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure, or experience. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there clear, pure, and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. So beautiful energy. Card number 4, my favorite guy, Lord Shiva. The Shiva Nataraja is the Lord of the dance. So when I practice my Indian dance, I usually bring out my little statue of Shiva and do pranam, like a greeting and a salutation and an honoring of his energies and also of the Devi, the mother, the goddess energies. We have, predominantly feminine energy going on here, but what's so beautiful about Shiva is he's definitely masculine, but there's a sense that he's also, he's the yogi who and the ascetic who goes to the top of the mountain to meditate, and he doesn't eat, or he just eats dry leaves. And there's a lot of beautiful mythology around Lord Shiva. In the Hindu pantheon, he is one of 3 of the main deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and then Shiva. And Shiva is usually known as the kind of the creator destroyer. So he's, so Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer. It's like the life cycle. We need to bring down what is false, what is illusion, and that way we can create anew. So his card says transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force, steps are being given, dance with the universe. So I'm tuning in to see if Lord Shiva has a specific message before I go into the book. Interesting. I keep hearing him say protect and serve. It's kind of like the motto of the LA Police Department, but I feel like he is protecting you so you can serve. But there might also be, I don't know, maybe in your mind you have like a population in mind or a person in mind that you want to protect. Maybe it's a child, maybe it's a charity that you really believe in, a cherished philosophy, a cherished, way of being in the world. And so Shiva wants you to dance with that energy and do it with complete trust, knowing that each step of the way he's showing you the dance. Okay? So here's what the book says. Shiva is one of India's trinity of male god figures. He is depicted wearing a cobra around his neck, representing his capacity to tame fear or the ego, surrounded by stars, showing his connection to the cosmos, and holding a trident, acknowledging the three aspects of divine masculine power in India: creator, preserver, and destroyer. He is known as the destroyer because of his warrior-like energy and ability to destroy fear. He is a facet of the Divine Father energy and offers paternal protection, support, and guidance. He is also acknowledged as the cosmic dancer because he helps coordinate the interaction between Earth and the cosmos. He has the capacity to help us move beyond the fear of failure and into clarity and connection. Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You are moving through a deep transition and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of the dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. So if you chose card number 4, this is a special message for you from Lord Shiva. So we're back to now the final card, the Divine Director. I actually just pulled this today for one of the ladies I was teaching in a class that I have on branding. And the Divine Director is all about pursuing what you know you need to do, pursuing something you really love, and coming into happiness. That happiness is the basis of it all. And he is overseeing you as you are bringing some new, maybe fresh ideas into the world, as maybe you're transforming into who you've always wanted to become. And he's saying, again, do not fear. Tap into your joy and into your happiness. And if you can tap into that, each day, even before you do your work, it's going to transform your life from the inside out. He's really saying that the joy and happiness are profound, healing, and transformational tools. Yeah, he's saying this is simple. This life is not meant to be as complex as some might make it out to be. And that doesn't mean ignoring emotions of sadness or fear. It's about feeling those feelings and then choosing happiness, choosing joy, choosing peace, and moving forward from that place. He has a very strong energy, but beautiful. Again, this is a masculine energy that's here to support you. Maybe someone who's watching this is actually of the masculine gender, but I'm thinking that, this Lord Shiva and the Divine Director, I feel like as you are stepping into this place where you're speaking your truth and being pure and transparent and authentic and believing in love, believing in the power of love, giving yourself as a lover and a mother and as this fragrant rose of love, giving yourself as love itself. These are all very vulnerable, right? So those first 3 cards really speak to this beautiful, vulnerable energy. Although Joan of Arc is obviously quite strong. She's got that warrior energy. But the other 2 cards are, again, more vulnerable. I think where Joan is representing vulnerability is the vulnerability of being persecuted, the fear of being persecuted. It's a very real fear, especially for many of us who are on this path who might have been burned at the stake or tortured in a past life because of our beliefs. And now there are people still in this life being tortured for their beliefs too. So maybe these are the people that we need to help and speak up for. So I wanted to lay that out a little bit because I thought it was an interesting thing that we have these two very, very powerful masculine paternal energies, to support the feminine energy of vulnerability and love and openness and courage. So I'm going to read the Divine Director's description from the book. It says the Divine Director is a facet of the heart of the Creator. According to New Thought teaching, his energy is merged directly with God's divine plan so that we can access it and understand on a deeper level what will support our true function, which is to be happy. The Divine Director works directly with angels, and in particular guardian angels, so that they can fulfill their role of supporting the earth and all of her people. Right now, your angels are reminding you that your divine purpose on earth is to remember love and do what makes you happy. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. What is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming aware of a sense of purpose in your life. It gives you a sense of joy. It's something that brings you pleasure rather than something you have to work for. Know that your career can complement your purpose, but not define it. But the path you are on at this time is right, and the universe is encouraging you to move forwards. So if you did choose card 5, this is, again, an area where you can emphasize, your energy, and also, call in these ascended masters and angels and energies to assist you. So I think this 1111 portal, we're really manifesting the fierce mother lover heart and being protected and guided also with the structure of the masculine. And that masculine force is giving the feminine the breathing space and the foundation so that they can really stand firm. Anyhow, I hope this was helpful. I think this was a really amazing reading, and sending love to each of you. Have a beautiful night.